YouTube. Are we not entertained yet? Are we not entertained? Everything that we said is happening. It's happening. Huh? They're not sitting there creating beef with Gene, interrupted the Tisha, he interrupted her whole thing. Didn't even have enough respect to let her get her question off. She's sitting there trying to ask a question. He's sitting there screaming over top of her. Why? Because it's her moment. That's somebody hating on somebody else's moment. He sat there and seen that Tissa was sitting there talking to that dude, and he's sitting there screaming over top of her. She's sitting there trying to get a quick phone, get her phone in there, everything. He's sitting there screaming over top of her. Come on, man. Disrespect all over the board. He swears somebody got to respect him. You asking this dude the most heinous questions, talking about such and such said that you helped drug him against Diddy and da-da-da-da-da. And what you have to say about that? Ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself, Denot. You should be ashamed of yourself. We out here making farms great again. You know what I'm saying? That happened at the courthouse. Gene, when he seen Gene outside, Gene was like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, I'm gonna knock you out. You trying to build content, because everybody knows that's what he was there for. That's why Gene was like, I don't care what type of content you build. I don't care what type of content you creating, but you come at me with that, I'm gonna knock you out. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we getting the chicken coop ready. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we getting the chicken coop ready. Already got the greenhouse cleared out and gutted. Cut the grass, you know what I'm saying? Got the grass it started raining. I knew it was gonna rain. That's why I was out there early at like 7:30. That's why I was out there early, cutting it up. That's why I was out there early, making sure, getting it right. See, we about growth and development, showing and proving, operating in real time, all that good stuff. They about the bullshit. Yeah, we put a lot of work in yesterday. We got to go get that plastic up from in front of there. Get a couple more things from in front of there. But even the rock bed, the fire pit, the chicken coop, the water area.
That big pen next to the chicken coop.
Yeah. Yeah, James said he trying to catch him in the elevator. The not even inside the courtroom. But he's saying, man, that Denot character, I want to catch him in the elevator. Trying to get him to take the elevator. Trying to send Denot to the upper room. He was going to send Denot to the upper room. Denot out there trying to play the victim after he done said some crazy ass shit. It's news people out there and everything. You talking about something. What do you have to say about such and such saying that you helped drug him and what? Bro, what the freak type of shit you on? That is not how investigate. That is not a journalistic measure or nothing. You see that Tisa, whatever her name is, Tisa tells, you seen her literally in a conversation with him. You sitting there screaming over top of her intentionally. You see her turn her shoulder towards you to try to block you out. You still stepped around screaming the same thing over top of her, trying to make sure that she don't get the question out that she want. That's how much hate that dude has, man. You can't never compare us to somebody of his magnitude. You can't never compare us to something like that. That dude got so much hate. He literally tried to step on her toes. He interrupted her whole little interaction with them. Interrupted the whole thing intentionally. Just like we said, he went up there to find other content creators and other people so he can create a beef with them, just so they can mention his name, so he can try to make it seem like I ain't do nothing wrong. You was dead wrong. Even when that lady started tripping out on you. Look at my TikTok real quick. Go look at my TikTok so you can hear it. Even the lady started tripping out. Like, no, you started being anti-Asian against her. She said she identified as whatever. Like, yo, bro, you was a monster out there.
Oh, the volume is down.
Bro, listen, if you come up on me, I'ma knock you the fuck out. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. No, bro, shit. I said I'm a bitch. You gonna misgender me now? Now it's fucking anti-Asian because I'm Asian. So now you harassing me. I'm protected by anti-Asian hate. Go down the road with that. I'm not the type of dude that you can come up on like. Bro, listen. We out here what kind of content? You're not gonna tell me what to do. You can't come up on me. Bro, listen. If you come up on me, I'ma knock you the fuck out. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. No, bro, shit. I said I'm a bitch. You gonna misgender me now? Now it's fucking anti-Asian because I'm Asian. So now you harassing me. I'm protected by
Everybody, you misgendering her. You sitting there calling her bro. This is why I say he has no people skills. You misgendering her. Why is you calling her bro? This is why I'm saying you can't go with that lingo with everybody and then play the victim afterwards. And then sit there and talk about her, try to talk shit about her, try to talk all types of shit. Look at you. Look at the way you look. Look at this. Like, come on, man. What do you mean? Who is the long-haired brunette? What is that? That's irrelevant. I like the way y'all think, though. Y'all gonna get info. Y'all gonna try. We already said who that was. You gotta watch the whole video that you seen her in. I'm not a fool. I know how this stuff works. Y'all get somebody else to ask the question. That person asking the question. And then another person is the one that takes the information and run with it. Like, nah, y'all gonna have to do research for yourselves. We ain't speaking on nothing. We just gonna keep showing and proving. That's it. You ain't speaking on nothing. Y'all figure all that other stuff out that y'all trying to figure out. We ain't trying to figure that out. You couldn't have just saw her a few minutes ago. But hey, if you just saw her a few minutes ago, hey, you saw her a few minutes ago. I don't know what to tell you about that one. I don't know what to tell you. And then to say that, to try to sit there and say, you didn't know it was a problem, so you don't see all the disinformation that people putting out there. You ain't been on Maggie's panel. You don't see people mentioning my name, trying to, disconfigurate my life with lies and all types of stuff. I guess you ain't see none of that stuff either, right? I guess. But yeah, I'm not into telling other people's story. I can only tell my story. My story is We've just finished this chicken coop today. You know, you like it? It looks nice, right? You said no, you don't watch her. It's okay if you don't watch her. Everybody still know what's going on in the Jaguar right sector, that people are taking people's real lives and creating lies around them, false narratives, stuff like that. So I'm not putting my life out there no more. I'm not going to continue telling people that's who's in my life, who's this, who's that person, because all they're going to do is create lies. You know, let them finish telling that I'm with a 600-pound, woman. I like that lie. That's a pretty cool lie. You know what I'm saying? 600-pound woman. You know what I'm saying? That's fuck it. Let them carry on with that one. I'm slinging D in the Discord with a 600-pound white woman. Whatever they want to, let them keep that shit going. I like those lies. No disrespect to you. I'm just saying I got to keep my collective safe. I see what y'all doing with other people collectives. It won't be this collective. Nope. Oh, we got lamb meat too. We got an ass load of lamb meat.
Yep.
Ass load of lamb meat. Fruits and veggies too. Well, we got the greenhouse. So the greenhouse, we just finished up that yesterday. We got to finish up. We just cleared the ground of the greenhouse yesterday. He want to get some stuff in the dirt. So we cleared the floor for him to be able to get in there. We still got to turn the dirt up in there a little bit. You see all the fans and stuff. So, of course, the plastic is going to be replaced, so on and so forth.
It'll probably be a couple weeks.
It'll be a couple weeks, yeah, but it'll be there. Yeah. Lamb meat.
Inland, if you need a place for your tractor or some animals to hang out here.
I don't think nobody in the Jaguar. You got to remember what sector we in. We is in Jaguar sector.
You never.
I don't know if they got any animals they need to park somewhere.
Well.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, their idea of this is to try to create fuckery around somebody's life. Our idea is to help people. We can't let what we're doing be distracted by their hate, their jealousy, we just got to keep on moving on to better things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We got to keep on doing what we're doing. We know what this is about. We know the journey. The fact that what's crazy is like they sat there and try to find out like who you were and stuff like that, and then they were like, his TikTok agency is not his. It belongs to that woman. She's the one with the TikTok agency. He don't have shit. And then it's like, are you serious? Like, majority of the people knows like the TikTok journey, and they're like, no, that's not true. He had TikTok way before. I mean, he helped us grow our pages, But hey, man, I like their narrative. It's a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mystery. I'm with a 600-pound woman. You're the ex who I kicked out and did a bunch of stuff to, and I like that. The story's good.
We gotta make drama somewhere. It's too hard to believe there's somebody who's real.
That's why I told everybody not to respond to it, because it was pointless. They're not going to believe the truth. They're still going to take their narrative for it. They don't believe that a union of this magnitude can exist. They don't believe, the fact that I'm in North Carolina, you're up here, we got 2 different locations that we can send people to. They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want it. They don't want to be like, oh shit, he really helping people. Oh shit, he really just doing shit out the kindness of his. They don't want to believe that. They want to believe everything is a trick, everything is a scam, everything is a gimmick. They want to believe that I got the car to sling dick, not to help people out. You know what I'm saying? I like their stories. It's better.
Well, it just shows where their head is, where their intentions are. Sorry, I need a drink.
I like their narrative. It's better. They could have embraced it. They all had a chance. They could have embraced it. They could have been like, damn, this is a genuine person. This motherfucker really just doing what's right. They could have all embraced it like that. Instead, what they wanted to do, create division, create separation, make it seem like it's wrong to be with a white person, make it seem like it's wrong to want better for everybody, make it... You can't do nothing about it. Can't do nothing about it. It's been black women in my life, white women in my life. There's been some Asians in my life. It has.
I've never ever looked at people like that, so.
It could have been LOVE. It could have been love. It could have been. It could have been love. It could have been. Somebody tell him it could have been love. It could have been love. It could have been.
SOS.
Huh?
That sounds like the next hit.
Nah, that's already a song. That's Drewski.
Hey, you can.
She don't want me. She want Drewski.
You can remake a song.
We can remake it, but unless you want that old thing back. It could have been you. It could have been me. It could have been LOVE. My whole thing is like, just look, man, we got a better union. You know what I mean? The people that contacted me on TikTok, like you'll see these people, you know, come back into the forefold. I don't never like put anybody's life out there. So it wasn't never up to me to try to expose somebody's life, tell y'all what I did for somebody. I don't base my life off of accolades, you know what I mean? I don't base my life off of, you know, trying to say what I did for somebody else, what I helped them with, what they came to me for. You know, that's the beauty of, you know, the Atlas family, is that your secret's safe with us. You know, whatever it could be, whatever it might be. We're not out here, you know, what we do when you're a part of this family, we protect your mental. You know, the things that you are weak at, we put strength around it so you can excel at the things that you are great at. You know, all of us have different things that we provide, you know. Me personally, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. So when it comes down to it, no matter what it is, whether it be physical, right, whether it be technology, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, yo, you need help with the yard? Psh, look, I got you. You need help doing garden stuff? Psh, I got you. Dishes? I got you. Cooking? Say less. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person I am. Like, I just do what needs to be done. I'm not sitting there looking for no recognition behind it. I'm not sitting there I just go out and I do what needs to be done. That's it. That's it. That's all you could do. The universe going to help me with the rest. It's going to send the right people. Sometimes it's going to send the people that's trying to use. You know, sometimes it's going to send the, you know what I mean? And you got to have discernment. What's good with you? Favorite dish to cook. Favorite dish to cook. I don't know. My kids like my pancakes. So every time, like my kids is always like, you know, I can't wait for you to make some pancakes. But I got, me personally, like I do salmon and rice. That's my dish. Like I do salmon on a bed of rice. Depending on, I might, you know, mix other stuff with it, but salmon and rice. Salmon and rice. That's the only dish I cook.
Yeah, it's your favorite.
I mean, the
yeah.
tuna just get mixed. You eat that 17 different ways. But me personally, I cook all types of stuff for other people, but the one I'm gonna eat, salmon and rice. I did have salmon and grits before. But once you find out that your body can't really digest like corn grits and stuff, then you'll realize why I switched to the rice. And like I try to like mix as much corn with rice as possible because the corn, even though your body can't digest corn, it has, its own set of nutrients because it's taking in, the color of the light from the sun. But also corn gets all of that stuff that's on your walls. Like when you like the best thing to fast with is corn, right? You fast with corn, you clean your guts out because your body can't digest it, so the corn comes out whole. So the corn scrapes all of that gucky stuff that's along your intestinal walls and everything. It helps pull all of that out. You don't know how to make salmon? That depends. You could grill it. You can, cook it on the stove, or you could bake it. A lot of people bake their salmon, with a lemon, something like that. Um, you know, I prefer mine on the stove, lightly, crisp. you know, this rain is just messing with me. It's like, I'm coming. No, I'm not. I ain't gonna mess with you. Then it's like, I'm here. Then it's like, psych, I'm leaving.
Yeah, and it did drop like a few degrees.
It just drizzled a little bit.
It got a little chilly too.
Oh, okay. You make salmon in the air fryer. Okay. Love is love. You have a great one. Man, listen, all I'm saying is we got to do better. Like they got a chance, they had a chance, whatever it is that they was doing, they had it to do. And they mucked it up, man. They still out there mucking it up, doing that controversy sales. That's what I'm saying. Like the Knot done took Universal, you know what I'm saying? He done took that, Kai Cenat University thing too serious, man. He done studied that DDG class. DDG said, as soon as you get there, create a beef. That's what he said. Create a beef. DDG 101. Streaming 101. Create a beef. Toxicity sells. Right? You beef with Gene Deals and Tissetels at the same time, that's going to create content. Some people don't want to be, some people would rather be envious, They don't want people to envy them. They want to be, envious. They don't want to be the hero. They want to be that bad guy. You know what I mean? They want to be the bad guy. And we said it already. I think it was yesterday we said it. We was literally taking bets. We was taking bets on it yesterday. I think y'all owe me. What's today? Wednesday?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, y'all owe me. Y'all definitely owe me. I told y'all the faster he could create a beef with a content creator, a big name or something like that, the faster he get out of there. That motherfucker ticket is starting to look shifty. He can't stay at that hotel room comfortable no more and be nice to them people on the streets. He's got to create a scene. He's got to be on the news going off. Some type of drama got to take place. Now that this drama took place, now that the BS is circulating, now he can get his plane ticket. It's probably scheduled for tomorrow. By Friday, he be back home trying to talk shit about people, post, videos. Did y'all see the interaction with Tisha? What y'all think about it? Do y'all think that I was wrong, or do y'all think I was right? Like, y'all know what the hell he gonna do for 3 weeks? For 3 more weeks, he gonna see how he can milk this interaction. Talk shit about Gene Deal for a week, and then be like, Tisha, don't think I forgot about your ass too. And then he gonna talk shit about her for 3 days, and he got to build it up for the weekend, because that's payday. That when all the people get paid and shit. You know what I'm saying? We about to go into a new month. That mean a new set of, he got to get that check up. You know what I'm saying? We already at the end of this month right here. So this month closing out, whatever he got, that's what he got. But the beginning of next month, whoa. You know he got to get ready to build this shit up for next month. From the 21st to the 21st, you know he thirsts. Numbers dropping. He just spent all this money trying to get to the, courthouse, whatever. Couldn't get inside, you know what I'm saying? But he was there. So you know he got to get all of that back. Guess who got to give it back to him? You guessed it. The Jaguar right sector, right? So he got to create all of this. He got to create it. Y'all know I just spent all this money for y'all to go up there, the diddy, and da-da-da-da-da. And then he still got the she paint shit to fall back on, right? If everything go right with her and she send the money through, you know what I'm saying, then he got to go to bat for her. So he got to create a narrative to where as though, he done piece things up with her and then go to bat for her, make it seem like he promoting her, so on and so forth, right? He got to do that. Yeah. Maggie's going to say something about him. So that gives him an opportunity to respond to Maggie, beef with her, right? Gene already said something about him. So you know he going to beef with Gene. Yeah. I know what it is. It's content. This shit entertainment. This ain't real. I don't want none of y'all to think this shit is real. Ain't none of this real. This is not real. You was in a land of make-believe. Yo. You was in a land of make-believe. You mother make-believe that he was the righteous one out there. He interrupted that lady's whole show. He interrupted her whole thing, yelling. Damn it, you said something about her using the content. Damn it, why'd you do that? Damn it. Now you know she going, you know that's what she want. I don't know. Apparently we scared her. Apparently he playing that same thing that they learned her weaknesses and da-da-da. I ain't asked that girl nothing. Y'all better show some proof behind anything that y'all saying. I ain't never asked that girl nothing. I wasn't trying to get to know anything about none of that shit. I kept on trying to curve and ignore it because y'all know we don't do the trauma bonding shit. And y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and share the live. I know she gonna do that. She gonna replay your content and drag you just so you can respond to her, say something to her, because she like the attention. She think that this is the way of the black sector. Like she think that this is how we operate. She likes the attention. I'm not giving that to her. That shit's weird that you talking shit about somebody but then playing their content. And then what's gonna do? If I strike her page, what's she gonna do? That's a reason for her to go to her backup page and build over there. Why? Because her current page it got fake numbers on there. You know what I mean? Ain't got real people on there. So yeah. So of course she's gonna try to do anything to try to build that backup page. So she wants somebody to strike this page so she can go on her backup page. Oh, Ralph DaWise dropped my page, so make sure y'all go to my backup page where we'll be going live on there soon. Like, nah, miss me with that shit. You stay right where you at. better to see you. You know what I'm saying? Better to see you where you at. I already know. That's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to, stop letting her play it. But see, the first person to do it, she wants us to do it. She wants us to do it so she can try to do that whole, victim stuff. Like, oh my goodness, they're trying to stop me. They don't want me to grow. They don't like me. I thought we were all getting along. Make it Wayne, make it Wayne. Y'all know the shit. Y'all know the shit. Yeah, because it's a sucker born every day. That's why. She was going to go after whoever mentioned her name or tried to tell them to stop playing the content. So now she's going to go after paperwork so paperwork can attack her page or do whatever. Or maybe she want her page that she going to take it down and make it seem like it got attacked. I don't know what type of game she playing, but it's a content game. That's what she building her page off of. So the support that she getting, she has to keep on giving them that in order to get it. You know what I mean? Y'all just make sure y'all try to keep on supporting positivity. Y'all know we monetize now. Y'all can hit us with some super chats. Some super stickers. Gift a membership or something. Show me it's real. You know what I'm saying? Show me it's real, this feeling that I feel. I get paid next month. Is this month not over with yet? This month ain't even over with yet. Y'all can still run me up. Run me up a check. Huh? Run me up something nice. Y'all want to do me that favor. I ain't asking for much. Run me up something nice so the 21st can look right for me. Huh? Or we could just start next month. Whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want to do. From the 1st to the 15th, we made it all back. We selling YouTube like it's all crack. That's what they doing. Somebody got donkeys back there?
It's possible.
That sounds like donkeys. I was saying, that has to be a donkey back there. For real. This sucker born every day. He purposely interrupted Tisha Tell's he purposely screamed all that stuff in the background so he can be heard, so he can be seen. Think about it. Who does that much for attention? He got somebody cheering him on for that level of ignorance. He do. That's why I say, like, Maggie's operation is weird, but she's got it to operate. She's going to tell you, we are content creators. That is what we do. This is our job. Your job is not to go around and fuck people's life up, defame people's life, do all of that stuff. He was harassing the shit out of her, yeah. That's the knot, though. The knot victories is restraining orders. That's his victories. He think the more restraining orders he get against him, the popular he is. Yeah. He gonna have to restrain in orders. No, you good. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for defending me or, speaking up for me, against somebody using my content and dragging me. I appreciate it. But I'm telling you, it's pointless because she's just gonna create a narrative around it. She's gonna say something like, look at him, he's got other people going to bat for him, he's got other people swinging for him. Must be one of his sister wives or brother husbands or man, listen. That shit's sad as hell. But ain't nobody saying nothing about the owls that she got swinging for her in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? She said, "Come down, my little owls. Come down, my little owl." Ain't nobody saying nothing about them damn owls you got swinging for you. But you think that you gonna tear down everybody else collective and ignore the fact that you got a group of people that's swinging for you. The same group of people that was playing espionage in the Discord. Maria, Tara. I guess you saved them. They came over there and you saved them. Yes, I saved them from ralphdawise. You couldn't even save yourself from Jaguar Right. You almost got dragged into a whole motherfucker. What? Come on. How the fuck you gonna? How is that gonna be your savior? The person that almost got cat snatched up from her own kitchen? The fuck? That's your savior? Slipped and fell into a coat in her own kitchen? That's the person you think is gonna save you? Shit, both of y'all gonna find yourself on the motherfucking bed looking at each other. What you gotta do? Whatever they say we gotta do. Oh, shit. Fucking kitchen coat. Yeah. Talk about so she's the operator of the new KKK. What's the new KKK? The kitchen coat kids. Shut up. Shut up. Get your ass in the back room. The fuck is the kitchen coat kids? Yeah. Not near one of them kitchen coat members know how to cook. All of them don't even know how to cook. They got people dropping off Tupperware food and shit. That's why the microwave stay running. Damn kitchen coat kids can't even cook. Damn kitchen coat kids. Man, you could play stuff in Discord. They weird as hell. That's how you know they kitchen coat kids. They only care about feelings and emotions. They said, he hurt my feelings. Melissa said, I cried all day from him hurting my feelings. How did he talk about you? He talked about me on a lot. No, I speak in general on lives, and you felt like it was about you. That's your fault for putting your foot in that. Not my fault. I cried all day. And he did it again. You just making shit up now as you go along. What did he actually do to you? He talked about me. Where's that live at? He took it down. Shut. What? Raise your hand when you talk. Wait to be called on. Wait to be called on. Tara and them talking about something. I'm bothering them, but still leaving. Why is you leaving messages on my on my lives? Like, why is you commenting? Like, why is you leaving comments and messages? That don't make sense. These people leaving long messages, long weird ass messages. I studied with voodoo priestess in Africa. What the? Nah, this ain't funny. This ain't funny no more. I actually was with priestesses in Africa for a whole year. You know what I'm capable of? Apparently talking shit. You did all that motherfucking studying, and all your ass is doing is leaving comments, talking shit. That's what the fuck they taught you for a year in Africa. You studying. I do this. I could do this. You was not a warlock. I never said I was. Y'all keep y'all keep making this shit. Okay. Cultivate with God. Talk about some. What is he doing over there with those crystals and those? What is he putting a spell on them? What is he doing with those crystals and stuff? Hey, as soon as you, when you figure it out, let me the fuck know. I'm trying to do it some more. Whatever it is, I never met these people or nothing. You motherfuckers is coming from Sean Atwood's MK Ultra program or something. For real, man. I promise you they gotta be part of this Sean Atwood's MK Ultra program. I promise you. Them motherfuckers might as well say they Rockefeller. I woke up and Ralph was in the back room with 3 people and baby oil. Fuck, just make that shit up as y'all go along. I promise you they is. I don't know what's going on with my life no more. I shit done switched up so many times. First I'm married to a 600-pound woman, then I'm slinging dick in the Discord, and then I'm broke and begging all these women for money, and then I'm using the clothing store to launder money. If I ain't got no motherfucking money, what money in my laundry? And these motherfuckers just got me at the laundromat with no clothes. What the fuck am I doing here? They just setting me up all the way around the board, just creating different narratives. Oh, Cleo / Amber talking about something. And what? And what? And I got your criminal record. And what? So what? That's public records. You made it seem like you had some secretive shit. And I got your criminal record. So you work with the motherfucking San Francisco PD department. I'm pretty sure you can get a hold of records. Shit. Making it seem like she ain't. I'm a bounty hunter and some more shit. These motherfuckers had scientists going against me. These motherfuckers had. Hold on, stop laughing. These motherfuckers had scientists going against me and shit. They had a scientist up on the panel, and he's over there telling people that their DNA is enhancing. I'm a scientist. Motherfucker Murph came out with a PhD, right? Yes. Gonna find out he mentally disturbed. Imagine done been in school for 27 years, almost got snatched up in the kitchen. 27 years of school and ain't learned shit. How the fuck you go to 27 years of school and ain't even learn how to clean your kitchen? There's no way I could go to school for 27 years and not know how to clean up. No way. How you go to school that much and ain't even learn how to clean up? Come on, something ain't right, man. You can't make this shit up. Something is not right, man. Something ain't right. For real. She done told her mom was in the hospice. This motherfucker pop up at the house dropping food off. I'm looking at the live like, that don't look like no motherfucking hospice. No motherfucking mom is in your kitchen. 2 months ago, my mom's in a hospice, guys, and my dad's in a hospice. And motherfucker, this motherfucker is taking care of you, dropping off food and shit. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. You can't make this shit up right in front of your face. She's like lying, and then she got to hurry up and end the live and shit. Okay, guys, I didn't know my mommy didn't know what's popping up. My sister, her aunt trying to be all in the shit. She trying to cold shoulder her aunt out the live and shit. Trying to do all this and shit. Got to hurry up and end the live. Damn, Maggie, your life is not what you motherfucker making it to be. You really live your life online. You got a whole different life going on. No wonder why when she recorded her mom thinking that we were about to break that shit down in French. She tried to be slick, like, see, there you go, mom. There you go. Look at what my mom said to ralphdawise. As soon as we broke that shit down, her mom was like, Maggie knows better than to pick on black people because she knows that would be like picking on herself. It was none of the shit Maggie said. She said, he talking about my mom more colder than I am. My mom is harsh. My mom would tell him off. Her mom was like, I taught Maggie better than that. Maggie knows not to pick on other black women because she knows it would be like picking on herself. I said, damn. Look, Maggie got mad at her mom. I said, I said, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you're a great mom. I sent her mom a message on Facebook, said, you're a great mom. You're a wonderful woman. Maggie disconnected her mom's Facebook. I told her mom she a great woman. She disconnected her whole Facebook. Damn. How you delete your mom's Facebook but still give me access to yours? That's fucked up. I don't want to know you. Shit, your mom sound like the great woman in the motherfucking picture. Let me know that woman. I want to know your mean ass. I paid mom a compliment here. She gonna do a live about it too, talking about something. And then he wants to be nice to my mom and say nice stuff to my mom. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? You wanted me to curse your mom? Like, damn, man, I can't win for losing, man. I try to be nice to mom, dude. She's like, hey, you want to be nice to my mom and say nice stuff to my mom. The fuck you wanted me to do?
I really want that clip.
You wanted me to just get your mom sick. You wanted me to say some ignorant shit to your mama. He called my mama a bitch. She wanted me to say some ignorant shit to mama. He called my mama a bitch. Oh, motherfucking kitchen coat kid ass. Nah, fuck that. That time for healing shit is over with. Fuck that. She been surviving Jaguar for 39 days now and some more shit. I been talking about everybody else. Talk about surviving Jaguar. How the fuck is you got Jaguar at your motherfucking title talking about me, him, her, and everybody else? Nah, fuck that. Fuck, the peacetime is over. We gave that motherfucker more than enough time to heal. Fuck, we putting her back on the stove. Fuck it. We heating her back up. You know we like we like leftovers. Ain't nothing better than a black person than leftovers. You know damn well we'll make the best of leftovers. We'll go to the refrigerator on a Friday, grab Tuesdays, spaghetti, Wednesdays, fish, Thursdays, meatballs, put it all together. We got a new dish. That's what the fuck we love, leftovers. So we definitely about to cook her ass. Maggie, your truth is ready. Sitting there miserable than a motherfucker, you and Luther. You don't even walk that damn dog. That dog ain't got no motherfucker exercise. I don't know how that dog's staying healthy. That dog just going up and down the steps. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Your ass ain't taking the dog outside. You ain't got no car. She don't drive or nothing. Never had a license or nothing. You don't see Maggie driving nowhere. Maggie ain't never say, hey guys, I gotta get in a car and go some places. Maggie ain't never, most women tell you exactly what kind of car they got. I got a Range Rover outside. Maggie, y'all don't know shit about Maggie. Maggie walk across the street to the liquor store to get Jack Daniels. That's it. She's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Her shoulders getting wider and wider on that motherfucker screen. She had to change locations because she seen that we was analyzing her in that motherfucking refrigerator. All right, the refrigerator is how many paces behind her? Okay, so that leaves it about this wide. Why is her shoulder why is her hand so fucking small? That's why she dropping popcorn and shit. She picking up one kernel, fumbling that shit. How the fuck is you fumbling one fucking kernel of popcorn? Come on now. Get it together. Pick up the popcorn. Oh, fidgety hand ass. That's that motherfucking Jack. That's what it is. That's that Jack. And she go without Jack Daniels one day, her ass will go into a alcoholic seizure or some shit. Promise you she would. She can't go without Jack. Jack is her best friend. That's Casper. That is Casper, the friendly ghost right there. When she talk, she sit there and try to be, oh my God, I need alcohol. Yeah, we know you need that shit. That shit is in your cereal. You make muffins out of that shit. You make Jack Daniel muffins. If you baked anything, you pouring alcohol in that shit. Can't cook nothing. Everything has to be microwavable. I promise you. She got a freezer full of TV dinners. I promise you she do. I promise you, she don't do nothing but put shit in that microwave. There ain't a pot in her. You ain't never seen a pot cooking in the background in that kitchen or none of that shit, did you? You ain't never say she ain't never say, hold on, I gotta put dinner on or none of that shit, did she? You ain't not one time did she say, let me feed Luther. She never fed that dog. She got 17 live scheduled for one motherfucking day and ain't never cooking none of that she did. The whole time that y'all see her, she eating popcorn, drinking Jack Daniels, chasing it with agua. Whole life is a sitcom. Yeah, of course it's cooked food around her. When you realize that you got a kid like that, you bring the shit in and you label that shit. Like, this is Tuesdays, this is Thursdays, this is Fridays. Yeah, everything probably labeled in her refrigerator. That's why her mom dropped the food off on Sunday. Why you think her mom and her aunt was there on Sunday? Dropping the shit off, trying to straighten up, trying to clean up. They tired of taking care of this grown ass baby. She can't think past the ninth grade. Maybe the ninth grade. Yeah, seventh grader at best. Seventh grader at best. You can't tell. She can't comprehend. She don't know the difference between a joke and real shit. We over here making jokes. She's sitting there labeling it as real. You get what I'm saying? Like, she don't know. She is not right in the mind. That's why I stopped. I was like, you know what? If Jaguar got mental issues, then motherfucking everybody that following her got mental issues. And if you almost got motherfucking snatched up in a cult from your kitchen, then you got to have motherfucking mental issues. If you almost let somebody snatch you up from your motherfucking kitchen because you thought Ronnie Slow was cute. How cute is him now? Ronnie over there talking about paying him $150. He pimping with $150. Yeah, I pay my girls. I always give my girls an extra $50. She was trying to get that extra $50. She ain't trying to get that extra $50. You hear me? She was trying to get a new pimp. She even said it. She said, shit, if y'all teach me how, I got some poom poom for sale. She said that shit. She said it. I was driving and heard her say that shit. I was driving, 10-hour drive. I heard that shit. I was like, what? Yeah. She telling y'all. She trying to find a pimp. She trying to find a PIMP. Talking about she got to be number one. You won't sound like somebody that's trying to be number one. You sound like somebody that's trying to do anything for that money. Anything for that bread. That what you sound like. That what you, so talking about she don't want to be a sister wife because she got to be number one. You is not, what you trying to be, a bottom B? That what you trying to be, the number one? Huh? Repeat after me. She trying to be that girl off of Hustle and Flow. That's the only thing she know. Is that girl off of Hustle and Flow. Yeah. For real. Yeah. She waiting. She waiting for her pimp to tell her it's go time. Whoever it is. I told y'all. But she trying to justify that whole 1,000 girl thing, whatever, that 100 girl and 100 guys in one. She telling people, teach me how to do OnlyFans. She trying to learn. Yeah, the hole in the wall joke. She didn't get that shit. Literally, this lady is saying that, Odell will stick his thing in anything, even a hole in the wall. She think that somebody calling her that hole in the wall. Think about that. Think about that. She's so dense that she comparing herself to a whole building. She comparing herself to a hole in the wall. Somebody said that Odell will hump a hole in the wall, right? And she said, what? She trying to say I'm a hole in the wall? What the fuck? What? Did you just compare yourself to a building structure? Not a person, not an animal, a whole building structure. Come on, you got to be dumb as hell if you don't understand that saying. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You got to be dumb if you don't understand that saying right there. That is not complicated. You gotta put that shit in subtitles for her to understand it. She's saying that Odell will hump anything. So of course Odell will do magic, right? He'll do it to anything, right? Even a hole in the wall, right? So she gonna say that's saying that she's the hole in the wall. What the what? What? How messed up do your mind gotta be? You wanna play the victim that bad that you want us to feel bad that you a hole in the wall. She said I'm a hole in the wall. Oh my God. How could this happen to me? I made my mistake. Yo. She wanted to feel sorry for a whole building structure. Like we were supposed to be like, oh my goodness, not the hole in the wall. Man, I promise you, man, this shit's something got to change, man. She's so thirsty. She's so thirsty to play victim. She trying anything. Anything you say about her, she gonna turn that shit around and cry about, play victim about. She looking to turn any and everything around. You say it, I promise you that shit gonna get flipped upside down and turned around. You see how fast she turned that shit around when she was 13. When she said that dude was calling her phone at 13, that 35-year-old was calling her phone at 13. And all we said was, how he get the number? And then she was like, he trying to shame me for... We didn't say nothing about you, motherfucker. We said, how did he get the number? He trying to shame me for that 35-year-old calling my phone when I was 13. We didn't say that. We just asked how he get your number. Like, was it random? You know what I'm saying? Was it passed along? Did he find it in a stall? Like, how'd he get your number? Inquiring minds want to know. He trying to make me feel bad. You the one that's selling these motherfucking stories. And my cousin did this to me when I was 10 years old. And then when I was 13 years old, this happened. And when I was in high school, my high school teacher did something. And when I was in college, I got left back in college because my college teacher did something. And then when I worked at the bank, hold on, I'm starting to see a motherfucking pattern here. For real. All these different people and the only one that's the same in the motherfucking equation is magic. Huh?
Yeah.
All these different people, 10 years old, 13 years old, 15 years old, 17 years old in high school, however old in college, then the bank. Then it was Ronnie Bo. I'm starting to see a motherfucking pattern here. I'm starting to see a pattern.
I've said she's a covert narcissist.
Starting to see a pattern. That's what it is. Stop playing. You trying to sell us all these stories where you something happened to you, but then you the one that's sitting here sexualizing yourself on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You the one that sit here talking about something, trying to compare your breasts and how Love Jones' breasts, because Love Jones always, putting her breasts out there on the screen, you know what I'm saying, for money. So she say, if y'all gonna shame me, then shame Love Jones too. What the fuck? If Love Jones can get money for it, then I should get money for it too. What the fuck? So you want money?
Right.
So what that make you? A SEX worker. For real, if you want people to pay you for your titties being on the screen, then you a SEX worker. You just doing it YouTube style.
Virtually, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you sitting there trying to get tell me how to get OnlyFans. I wish I need OnlyFans. You a SEX. Start playing. If you want motherfuckers to donate for your breast, that's a SEX. And you want to sit there and cry talking about something. He said that I'm an SEX worker. I can't believe it. And my titties okay? Hey, shit got so weird. We started talking about Jaguar Right bra. She started wearing bras in her lives.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is Maggie wearing a white bra? Like, why is she wearing a bra now? Like, what the fuck? She want us to try to say something about her bra? I was like, we ain't gonna say nothing. We started talking about Jaguar Right being in the tub while she going live. Maggie comes up on our panel while she's in the tub. What? Yeah, we hearing the noise, right? I'm playing it off, like just trying to play it off, like, oh, Maggie, it's hard to hear you. I can't hear you. She said, oh, you're probably having a hard time hearing me because I'm in the tub. I was like, I started to be like, what? What? Why the fuck is you on my live talking to me while you in the tub? Right. Talking about the knots calling you on the other line or messaging you on the other line or whatever. What the fuck? What? Why?
Right.
And then I'm thinking, like, she's doing the same shit Jaguar doing, right? And expecting us not to notice that she doing the same shit Jaguar doing.
Right.
That means she, sociopath, took the image of Jaguar. Now she running around as the image of Jaguar, and Jaguar Right sitting there talking about something. I don't know who I am. Should I make music? Jaguar Right sitting there, lost in the motherfucker, don't know who she is, and Maggie running around as Jaguar. Sad as hell, man. Sad as hell. They act like we don't see the energy transfer. They act like we don't see it. Maggie running around talking about something. Y'all better listen to everything I say. It's the Owl Academy. Everything is about me. What is they talking about if it's not about me? It's my birthday. Yes, it's my birthday. Every day is my birthday. Shut up. Sit your ass in the back. You don't even know what the fuck you represent. You don't know if you want to represent Canada, if you want to represent France, or if you want to represent the Congo, or if you want to represent... For real, she don't know what the fuck she want to represent. She trying to intervene with America so motherfucking bad, she's willing to be anything. How the fuck is you kind of trying to worry about America so much, but don't want to be it? You ain't talking about nothing French. You ain't talking about nothing from the islands. We didn't see you even celebrate none of the islands got celebrations going on right now. Why she ain't celebrating none of that shit? And she ain't do a Haitian day or none of that shit. Sitting there celebrating Christmas with motherfucking she ain't do Kwanzaa or none of that. How the fuck is you celebrating Christmas with the Atwoods Network and shit, and you ain't even celebrate your motherfucking holidays? I'm pretty sure the French got some holidays too that she should be motherfucking celebrating. She supposed to be celebrating all of that shit. I ain't never seen her celebrate nothing but YouTube. Mm-hmm. I wonder if she celebrated that 86.2K followings that she got. Shouldn't the dogs be inside? They are definitely looking for anywhere to go.
Okay.
They're down there at the steps.
Oh.
So you might have to go inside and then call them up, or I don't know if you're gonna walk around, but Levi, somebody should be letting them dogs in, man.
I'm not up there.
They just forget about the dogs.
I know.
Dogs should be inside right now. It's raining. They do all this work out here protecting the land, and look at them. Come on, we got y'all. We gonna let y'all in. Megan Wayne. How do we know she's in Canada? We don't know. We don't know where she at. For real, man. We need to stop worried about. We need to stop worried about her and worry about poor little Luther. Not the dogs. There's a pig. There's a pig out there. Well, I was talking about the dogs. No, the pig is in the barn. Yeah, she's lurking somewhere. You know she's lurking. I'm still waiting for the apology for all the lies that was placed on my life. You know what I mean? I'm still looking for that apology. Now that she sees that it's all a lie, I bet you she don't speak on it no more. She gonna act like she never talked about me. She gonna act like it was everybody else. She gonna act like it was Cleo, right? All those people that was like, oh, he did that girl so wrong. He did this. He exploited her kid, so on and so forth. Da 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 da. He kicked her out. Blah 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 blah. No, she's always been a part of it. That's how we met on TikTok. A lot of people find me on TikTok and ask me to help them. And I do. I don't try to exploit their life. I don't try to put their stories out there. None of that shit. They the ones that want to try to create these fucked up ass narratives. I'm not helping people so I can try to get recognition for it, to try to exploit it or try to build content off of it. They the ones that's doing all of that weird shit. I really be out to help people, and sometimes that shit gets scary, especially when you're dealing with autistic kids and so on and so forth. So yeah, there's certain levels of frustration or certain levels of, protective measures that you have to take as far as cameras in the house. And all my houses always had cameras in them. Why? Because you got to make sure that you're protecting yourself in this world when you open yourself up to help other people. You go and get the wrong type of people. That's why I always make sure I keep recordings and receipts. Y'all see the receipts be receipting over here, as they say. I don't even like that double word shit. But y'all ain't never see us speak on nothing without a receipt. Y'all ain't never see us speak on nothing without a receipt. Even when they brought certain things to the Discord, I'm like, hold off. Let's wait and see how this shit play out. Something ain't right. I always said that. I always been like, hold off. Wait a minute. Remember, 50 steps. We 50 steps ahead of them. We always been 50 steps ahead of y'all. We paying attention to the curve. That's all. We just paying attention to the curve. Let me go in because it's raining. Shoot. You coming down that way? Oh.
I mean, they're in the house. The door that they're in doesn't have a handle. But I don't think it would take much for them to have it. We just saw. He was leaving right as they came up the stairs.
I'm not saying that Just D's wasn't done wrong, but you got to understand, when you done wrong and you still out there doing wrong, then you can't look for justification for the wrong that's been done to you. Because there was no reason for Just D's to try to be like, oh, Ralph's that's their best friend. He just was on there. He just did an interview with that when on that Stone Paxton page. You know what I'm saying? It was no reason for her to do that. You know what I'm saying? When she knows she was best friends with Jaguar, creating the false narratives for Jaguar when that whole Storm Monroe shit went down. So you can't sit there and try to say somebody else is friends with her when you the one that helped paint the false narratives that people trying to get out of right now. So that wasn't right for her to do that. You know what I mean? And whether she was done wrong or whether she think because she was done wrong that makes it justifiable, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. So So to create a false narrative on somebody else's situation because you felt like there was like that's like saying like I'm gonna be the one to close this. Like you still looking at it as a win-loss type situation. You know what I mean? You still looking at wins and losses. Like I'm gonna stop anybody else from taking her down because I want to be the first one to take her down. Like so, therefore, you still playing the same game. Yeah, she fell out with Stone Paxton and then right away. Of course, it's all part of the mayhem, right? It's all part of the fuckery. It's all part of the fuckery. You know, it's all got to feed into the same fucked up narrative. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. That says that you willing to lie on other people and just to stop them from this ain't a race. You know what I'm saying? More people getting hurt while you trying to be the one that takes somebody down. And then, you know, to my recollection, you know, she got all types of blood problems going on and so on and so forth. So with that being said, she definitely should be the one falling back. You know, if anybody should fall back in this shit, she should be falling back. Out here still wanting to be seen. She should be falling back. You know? And that's not a 600-pound white woman back there. Just to let y'all know. Whatever storyline they sold y'all, it's a lie. Okay? It's a lie. Somebody, yeah, just to think like, and not to take away from anybody else accolades because, you know, Soul Atlas, she already had like a LLC, you know, so on and so forth going on, you know, on top of being an accountant and some more shit. But she already had her own accolades, you know, on top of being a mother and everything else. So, but that was shit. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no sense of putting falsitries on it. She had the Atlas network on you TikTok and man, cut it out. Cut it out. But that's because they don't want to believe that somebody else is intelligent to build a brand, or they don't want to believe that a black person build a brand or an image around itself, you know, based off of doing right and looking out for people and so on and so forth. They don't want to believe that. So therefore, they're going to place a false narrative on it. Are they? Yeah, I got a vacuum now that I put that dirt on the floor. I didn't know I had that much grass in my boot. I done sprayed the boots down, washed the boots off and everything, whole inside grasser. I still got some dirt. Still got some dirt in the bottom of them too. Yeah, some rocks and dirt in the bottom of them. Gotta go bang them off. Yeah, Sneaky Pokey, she said some outrageous things based off of false narratives. So, you know, and in all reality, it was like for her to be so spiritual and to say that she, you know, has this level of discernment, she should have just been like, I don't know this person. You know, spirit hasn't told me anything about this person or whatever the case may be. She took Jaguar words and mimicked Jaguar words. And then, no, that is not, you can't say, And it's not to take away nothing that she does, reading that she does, anything like that. But you can't be like, that's just like Blanca. Blanca swore on all the high heavens that she was in the Knots energy and he was the golden child and he sits outside himself on a panel all by himself, yeah, and all of this other shit. And he has he's a seer and he can do this and do that and she knows and she's always this and that and what? Soon as She Paint was like, I'll put the money back on the table, he was like, bye, Blanca. Bye. I can't talk to you no more. I don't give a fuck if you put me in a jar. Fuck. That motherfucker was jar ready. You this motherfucker putting people in jars and shit. Sacrificing pages and shit. That's the person that you just threw to the side like that. Fuck you, Blanca. It's over. Time to do. She Paint's back. Shit.
I forgot, and She Paint's just not like.
Right. He got to cut Blanca off. He got to cut the best friend, Vampire, off. You know what I'm saying? Because Vampire is Blanca's best friend. So he got both of them off. You got to cut Lady T off. You know why he cutting these people off? Because that means she's back. That's why he's able to say F y'all and cut them people off. If she wasn't back, he would have still been saying that tattoo making him rock hard. Only thing that make him rock hard is a butthole. Come on, man. It ain't a thing in this world you love more than penis. You love the same thing that they after. Dick. You a dick at night monster. Nick, Nickelodeon. For real. He like Nick at night. For real. That boy out here. For real. And that's okay. Like, if he like penis, hey, keep going after it. That's your preference. Go after all the penis that you want. Just don't come after mine. For real. Is that a spider? You gonna kill it?
No.
You gonna let it live?
Yeah,
It's a black one, though.
Can't we just find a way to get it out?
Huh?
Outside?
Find a way to get it outside.
Yeah.
That is a risk. What if it bite? What if it get me? I could just get a paper and smack it. Pow. Finito. Quick, fast, easy.
They eat all the other bugs.
They might eat other bugs, and they might bite your ass and give you Staphylococcus.
No, these spiders are.
No? It's not a wolf spider?
No, that's not a wolf spider.
No? You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. Because the last time I seen a wolf spider on my pillowcase, so I'm kind of like, I kind of got like, I'm triggered by that.
What last time?
Where no, I was locked up, but they told everybody it was time to go to bed. They was like lights out, and I always make up my bed a certain type of way because of my OCD. So like it had to be like made up a certain type of way. So the blanket was pulled all the way up to my pillow, you know. So when I peeled my blanket back, I seen a brown stain on my pillow. My pillow is white. It shouldn't be something brown sitting in the middle of my pillow. So as soon as I seen it, I started backing up, like, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. And I told the CO, I'm like, CO, turn the light on. The CO talking about something, no, it's lights out. I said, well, I guess you're going to have to call somebody else because I'm not going back in that room unless you turn the light on because I think it's a spider on my pillow. And he turned the light on and came in there. He was like, yup, it is a spider on your pillow. I said, yup, I ain't sleeping in there. Then he was like, it's just a wolf spider. I said, well, get him out of there. Like, it's not a bunny spider. He talking about, what you mean? I said, it's named after a wolf. Wolves hunt. Wolves hang in packs. They not naming it a wolf spider because it don't got attributes of a wolf. They name it a wolf spider because that motherfucker got wolf attributes. If it was a bunny spider, I'll jump right into bed with that motherfucker. But it's not a bunny spider. It's a wolf spider. That means more come where he came from. And he like, oh, that. He put it in a peanut butter jar. The thing was curled up on the bed. When it got in the peanut butter jar, it stretched his damn legs out. It looked like a whole hand in that motherfucker. Oh, nah, somebody must have put that there. I swear somebody put it there. I was like, nah, ain't no way I would ever, because you got to understand, I'm in a dorm. So it's rooms, but it's 6 people in the room or 8 people in the room, and then it's like 5 rooms, and then everybody shared a dorm. All we did was play Monopoly and laugh. From the time we got up in the morning to the time we went to sleep, we played Monopoly and laughed. Literally. It was so bad that people was going to sleep with Monopoly to wake up the next day to try to cheat. For real, Brandon. I said, Brandon, you really went to sleep with the Monopoly money? You're like, man, I'm ready. I said, you stealing. Who steals Monopoly money the night before for a game that might not happen the next day? Who makes preparations like that? You can't possibly. He had like $500 like ready. I'm wondering, like, damn, you buying a lot of property off the rip. Like, you ain't worried about no budget or nothing. This ain't done stole money the night before for a Monopoly game that might not happen. And they got so mad at us playing Monopoly, they took the board and put a swastika on our board. They took the Monopoly board and put a swastika on the middle of the board. You know what I did? I made a whole new board with all the names on there. I just tweaked all the names. So like all the names was named after the streets of the city, like that we were from, like you know what I'm saying, the state we were in. All the names was named after the cities, you know, the states. And then all the railroads was like, I think I changed them to like fast food joints or something like that. And then like the electric company and everything. Like I just switched the whole board up to make it look like something different, and we still played the same way. Everything was the same. Baltic Avenue was still Baltic Avenue. Park Place and Boardwalk was still 3,500 a pop. Like everything was still the same. I memorized the board, and then we made our own chants and tickets and everything. And then somebody was like, "Yo, if you can partner up with Monopoly, they could do this in every city and just make the boards look like the city, and everybody could," instead of making everything look like Atlantic City, because that's where it's placed off of, Atlantic City, New Jersey. But imagine if every city had their own Monopoly board, more people would play Monopoly again. They're like, damn, I was just on this street yesterday. Yo, this is crazy. More people would buy it. A hood-nopoly. That's what I'm saying. All you gotta do is reinvigorate Monopoly and put something different on there. You could do it based off of like Walmart, you know, all of the convenience stuff like Walmart, Lowe's, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And be like, shit, I own Walmart, and you know what I mean? You could just base it off of that. People buy it. Monopoly is like one of the longest games to play if you play it right. Because actually, like when you land on a property, if you don't buy that property, you gotta auction it. Like for the electronic one, they auction it. You could put up for an auction. Dang, that damn spider crawled all the way over here and then went into the ceiling, right above the thing. I should have. He didn't even get the moth. How you missed the whole moth? You supposed to be eating this stuff. We letting you live so you could take out the moths, so the moths won't eat holes in our clothes and stuff, and we don't have to get mothballs.
Don't worry. If he comes down, the cats will eat him.
What, the moth?
No, the spider.
I thought we was keeping the spider to get him to get the moths.
I'm just saying, the spider, has its own.
If the cats, why couldn't I get the damn spider then? If the cats could get the spider, oh, wait till he come down. It's better when the cats get him. I could have got his ass. I didn't take my jacket off now and the sun back out. If it dries up that grass, maybe I'll go out there, but I can't because it's gonna be too moist and it's gonna be too muddy.
It rained hard for a minute.
Yeah, it just rained for a second.
You're getting back in right now.
I can't. Come on. It's messing with my mind.
whatever you want.
If I don't get it, it's messing with me.
Whatever you want.
All right, I gotta vacuum it. I gotta vacuum it because it's messing with me. All right. I gotta vacuum it because it's messing with me. I keep thinking about getting that dirt up. It's gonna mess with me. It's part of the OCD. Don't worry about it. My I don't know if it's OCD or it could have been like, cause you can get an ass whooping, you know, for not cleaning up. You know what I mean? So that could have been it. It could have been that it was sitting there so long. I probably was thinking like somebody's gonna come and catch this mess and whoop y'all. Even as I'm grown, I'll be thinking in my mind like, you gonna get in trouble if you leave it. If you leave this pile right here like this, you gonna get in trouble. Somebody gonna whoop you. I remember times like, you know, like when you're a kid, you don't be thinking about nothing. Like walking past trash or something in the hallway, you just, somebody fire off, just slap the hell out you. You see that there, pick it up and put it where it belongs. So now, like, I constantly, like, pick stuff up and put it where it belongs. That's where that comes from, probably. A lot of my OCDs probably are triggers. But I just learned to get along with them. Fuck it, I like them. I like not leaving dishes in the sink at night. I like making sure TVs are turned off before I leave the room, or lights are not turned on, or doors are not left open because we don't live in a barn type shit. For real. And people find their real self, they realize that a lot of stuff they do is because of how they were raised or whatever, you know? I need them cookies. Yeah. What? Huh? No, that's bigger over there. All right, I was just updating y'all, letting y'all know that the Knot's a dumbass. Letting y'all know that he dumb as hell. Sat out there and did the same thing Maggie does. Caused the situation, so he could play victim and cry about it. They all attacking me. Why would Gene want to beat me up? Then you sitting there trying to say he helped Diddy and shit. And they're trying to implement him in a whole motherfucking RICO case trying to say he slipped somebody, and you doing it right out in front of the courthouse. Like, Gene Deal, what do you got to say about such and such saying that you helped grape him? Like, what the fuck? Going to scream at that man, say that he participated in some shit, and expect him not to say he gonna knock your ass out. He was supposed to say he gonna knock your ass out. What do you have to say in your role in lacing someone's drink? I'm gonna knock your ass out. Oh, what was you expecting him to say? Anything else would be uncivilized. You're supposed to say just that. If I ever see your ass, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You're supposed to say that. They're not trying to play tough, knowing damn well he going to, as soon as Gene Dale going to hit him, he say, if you hit me, you know it's a hate crime. That's what he going to say. I'm going to say you hit me because I like them buzz. No, I'm hitting you because your mouth nasty. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a great one. Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. I just was going live just to update y'all, show y'all that the chicken coop is done. Well, you know, of course, we got to lay some more hay out there so that way it can eat up that grass, because we want that grass to be beat down some. So we chopped it. Y'all should have seen it. It was way worse than that. Like, what y'all see now, you would have, if you would have seen, like, wait until we, you know, put the little videos together, the befores and afters and everything. Y'all gonna be like, dang. But, you know, just know that amazing things is happening and greatness is already here. Because we in it together. Y'all are part of it just like I'm a part of it, you know? So you know what to do. If you want to help, if you want to, you know, participate, well, whatever you do, you know, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, hit the replay, hit the like, hit the shares. Whatever you do to support, just keep doing it. Love is love. Great things is happening. Yeah, it's coming along greatly.